Hello. Feeling pretty sad. Now I have nothing to do. I'd rather stream now. And I just got the game to work as well. So let's see. Nice.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a sewer to get here. I suppose I'm flattered. Hi, I'm Amabel Swanson, and I suppose I'll be your guide for the day. Hello? Can you hear me? I think the transmission's only one way. I've got a webcam. Pull a silly face if you can hear me. Oh, very attractive. Okay, we're on. There's some things you need to know.
Sure. Whatever you say, lady.
Yeah.
We released a virus. It wiped us out. 3 weeks ago, we tried to get out through the mines, but it didn't work the way we'd planned. I think one of the Inuit workers made it, but others were taken. Some panicked and got lost. I ran, and when I stopped, I was on my own. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu. The only chance we have is a man called Howard. He said he'd found a solution to the virus. His vitals last registered in the library, but only members of the organization have access. I'm still seeing a few life signs in the residential quarter. You need to find a survivor and get through into the library. Oh, and look out for our medical guy, Richard Eminis. He was acting strangely when I last saw him. What else don't you know? Let's see. Watch out for signs of infection.
Okay.
Present and accounted for.
Did you say something? Look, the symptoms we know about are paranoia and oral distortion. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu.
Enough already. My sides are splitting.
Well, I think that's everything you need to know. I'm sending over some research on the virus, and I'll get some doors open for you. Maybe now we can shoot the shit.
Turngate virus field notes. Annabelle Swanson. Infection process. The worst thing about my job. Death helps us learn. Time frame 5 weeks. Location hold up in the old mess hall. Research subjects 3 archaic personnel who contracted the virus. With every infection, the process, the life cycle of the virus becomes clearer. In addition to the already documented symptoms, there seems to be some final stage during which the organism fully takes hold. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected reports strange out-of-body experiences. They've linked these to being chased through a series of their own memories, some kind of mental obstacle course. These reports inevitably end in the patient being swallowed by some inescapable dark force, shortly after which we lose them for good. If these experiences are, as they seem to be, some form of mental representation of the infection process, we can only theorize as to what might occur when the patient escaped the hallucination. Additional note: today, Dr. Eminis confided in me that he has such an experience. He insists that he feels better when he has in months. I'll keep an eye on him. Whoa. Infected. I just skipped a bit when I heard the word in association with me. Still, it seemed like just one more reason to find my father. Hearing a friendly voice I hadn't heard it either. But by that point, I was pretty certain she turned out to be crazy. You didn't have any problem with the last crazy one, so I don't know what you're talking about. Hello? It crashed. Burped. Hey, it worked. Let me just get back here.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a... Hello? We released a... I think... I'm still... Did... Well...
Chili beanie. It worked.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey?
I'm gonna call you annoying. If that's what you are.
So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know. You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
Are we done? Thank you. This is the library. Okay. Requires a palm scan. Through. Nope. Something blocking on the other side. Nice. What does this say? Storage, infirmary, video game. Storage first. I always like going to the storage first. Air or B square. Oh, here we go. Rooms. Six is the machine room. 8 is emergency airlock. Interesting. So we're here. Let's see what's in this room. Armory. like the sound of that. Mattress. Ignition. There. Ah, saw.
There's just something about a rusty saw that just makes me purr. Had a tetanus jab recently.
Right.
Hear something from behind the door. Does it have to be your imagination? Savage, infected, terrified, and now I was hearing voices. Yep, just about everyone down here turns out to be crazy, even me. Regardless, I needed to find a way through and into the library. Be really fun if you didn't crash. Like really cool if you did not crash. And it crashed. Even the crash client crashed. What the fuck? You have to sit here a while. Go. Open up. just saw a guy go past. Don't turn around. Seriously? Doobie-doo-boop. Quiet. Yay, it's working. Or not? It's working. Over there. Hey,
Look here. It seems, yeah. The visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... There, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see.
sure.
Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
Wow, I did that. Ow! Donkey. Lamau indeed. Go through here. Then glitch through here. Hello? Unfair. Hey. There we go. Richard Eminis, theoretic effects of the controlled infection. Overseer Frisk, on behalf of the Elevated. For the record, I see no value in recording this information as such an early stage in the project. However, here we are. Were we to assume that the virus could somehow infect a host without fully taking control of its upper brain functions, we might observe the following. Fact. Translator Lafrask, in his ignored efforts to prevent the release of the virus, correctly predicted the virus was capable of manipulating the host's motor neuron functions. Theory. Were an instance of infection controlled and sustained, we may find that all the virus seeks to keep his host alive in whatever way possible. Suicide would be against the rules. And that B, the virus gains control over some or all sensory faculties, facilitating just such an objective. Fact. When the virus infects the host of any species, it adapts the organism's brain functions as best as it can to suit its own purposes. Theory. Were the virus unable to fully take hold, it may develop some partitioning of the host's consciousness, effectively perverting a small corner of the host's mind into a form of secondary personality. Fact. The Tumgea virus was released from, according to Lafrask, a tomb many centuries old. Theory. Where some mental segmentation to occur, it seems plausible to suggest that each personality, the virus and the host, may have access to one another's memories. Given the age of the virus, this may be a substantial collection. It should be carefully noted the bulk of the above remains conjecture and should not be relied upon in any archaic protocol.
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake. I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I.
Shut the fuck up.
Yet, this is not the first time. Another was infected. Red. He
Yes.
so wanted to, but we would not let him die. Did he call us a disease?
Parsage. You did, because you are. You're a virus. But I got the gas mask. Noozled.
That is the most fun I've had in my entire life! Which isn't saying much.
Cool. Anyway. Thank you. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, put some more.
Free as both!
Ow, ow. Airlock here? Yeah.
Yeah! Feast on him, brother! Free as both!
Mamas. Oh, those are mamas? Mama. I take this off? Bam.
Oh, Mama is monster in Icelandic?
Mombos.
Gotcha. What is monster in Icelandic? How do you say it?
In pressures, the distance. Kingsley of Friskia. Judge still. Cut off the hand! What are you talking about? Nope. Hey, coward. Bye.
Let me guess. That was an important corpse. It's not too late to just slam your head against the wall until you pass out, you know. It might be easier than carrying on. You know, the one thing that keeps me going is that when I finally work out how to end all this, you're coming with me.
What are you talking about? One is dead. Palm is of no use. Oh, look at that. I turned off the steam, but I'm gonna put the mask on just for safety. For us to be sure.
So, you're running around with a human body part in your backpack and I'm supposed to be the bad guy?
As annoying. Like Redmore. Oh, you weren't there before, were you?
Ah, who's your poor monkey friend? Is he alright? He looks a little under the weather. If I were you, I'd envy him. If I were me, I'd envy him as well. How do you commit suicide when you got no heart to stop, no hands to wield the chainsaw?
Wouldn't even cut off someone's hands. B is the computer. Let's just go to the computer. His voice is not sexy, Sushi. Like a faggy voice, you know? Like trans women voice. That's a... not mine.
I remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. There was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me. Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago would she think that? We share the same history. You and I are history. I recall the day of my birth.
Oh, that's my
18th
birthday.
of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach. When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw.
I already have a
I
hand.
recall seeing one on my first day here. 3 years ago, climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
I already have a hand.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
I'm not a monkey either, dude. I'm an ape. Big difference. Monsters? No. You sure? Gonna open all these drawers. And by interface. Means we got a puzzle on our hands. Let's boot first. Oh. These don't work then?
This is residential. The archaic asks that viral biologists do not take their work home with them.
To take a break because I need to go to the bathroom. BRB. am back.
Good. It has been precisely 12 days, 11 hours, 39 minutes, and 12.4 seconds since something good last happened.
Brother, come for us! He's over here! Embrace me, glorious void! Embrace me! My congratulations. Honestly, I mean it. Well done. I was only joking about the come get 'em thing. What say we celebrate with some nice, relaxing cyanide, huh? I'm sure I saw some anthrax lying around as well.
Card. Now I can get into the US and live there. Red card. Blue card. Card might need some modification. Like what? Okay. Transfer. 5 version 1.2. How am I supposed to know? I don't know computer stuff. Shut up. No idea. There's too many options. Circuit setup. Setup. This. No. Manual. Are you?
You know, I think he's calmed down now. Perhaps all he wants is a hug. Why not let him out?
It doesn't let me. Okay. In this room here. Maybe there's something I missed. Ah, here we go. Server installation quick start guide. The most common cause of frustration during the installation process is the use of incorrectly formatted circuit cards. Please ensure boot network and interface cards are functioning correctly with default programs installed before continuing. Program count listed in brackets. Boot. Basic disk drive and hardware configuration data. So 3 software, disk drive and configuration. Let's see. Okay. Well, this one is good. Next is the blue one.
Human life is so banal. Is it always as monotone as this? I can't stand it. Let me out.
5. This one has 5 software. Communication drives to allow access to an internet or hub network. Security protocols. Protocol. Firewall. Antivirus. Interface. Net locator. Yeah, I'm looking it up. Kit. Find it. Give me just a second. Circuit setup. Socket protocol. Firewall, antivirus, net locator. Beautiful. In one. Circuit setup. Command interface, file streamer, and admin tools. I am so smart. Computers, no problem. But how to use them? Cave. Okay. Oh. I'm very smart. Primary excavation, tomb gate, tomb project lifespan, March 3rd, 2000, present. Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. Previous nature excavation, current nature xeno research. Background. The primary excavation site is the central pursuit of the archaic at Shelter Greenland. The site lies beneath the shelter facility and, as of 2000, has been underway for almost 25 years. On March 3rd, 2000, a tomb was discovered. Current purpose, understanding the tomb and its contents. Findings. The bulk of the work is the responsibility of the language team, i.e. Chief Translator Howard LaFresque. Its findings so far are as follows. The tomb was the home of some of the form of ancient organism. The organism may have been quarantined. The term Tomgate is derived from Inuit legend concerning evil spirits. Lafrask recommends immediate suspension of primary excavation operation. Expenses: man weeks approximately 27,396. Materials approximately $53 million. Schedule operations as of April 27th, 2000. Tomb investigation. May 1st, 2000. A team will unseal the tomb for standard series probe tests. Operation opposed by Howard Lafrask. Opposition overruled by Wilbur Frisk. And scheduled for May 1st, 2000. Operation status open. Secondary excavation site B. Water Cave. Project lifespan December 5th, 1990 to February 20th, 1992. Elevated cast signatory Elof Carpenter. Nature excavation. Purpose to locate and retrieve xeno evidence and artifacts in support of main site activity. Personnel elevated cast 0. Project not deemed critical enough for elevated presence. Chief attendant chemist Troy Retonask. Replaced September 12th, 1991 with Neil Oswald. Inexcusable conduct. Findings. December 8th, 1991, Substance 63 confirmed as the primary material used in construction of the personal TARDIS artifacts, and the first new non-periodic table substance to be discovered by the Archaic for 18 months. Artifact 66B, another artifact discovered in an artifacts catalog. Research team continues to flail at the purpose of these mechanisms. All symptoms manifested by research teams in contact with the artifacts confirmed our initial hypothesis regarding their nature. Expenses: man-hours, material, medical, casualties. Additional notes: report filed concerning a potential saboteur following multiple mechanical losses and thefts, particularly of radio equipment. Theory: dehydration is a cause of exhaustion leading to misconduct. Debunked. Theory: missing miner Tom Redwood still within mining facility. Open. Final status: closed. Hostile local fauna levels uneconomic.
As constantly entertaining as it might seem to have access to memories one has no recollection of receiving, it also places me in somewhat of a predicament.
Yeah?
This saboteur, for some reason, he conjures in my mind the color red.
Probably because it was red. Oh, that would be cool. If you could replicate the layout in your website, that would be great. Project lifespan, report filed, Wilbur Frisk, excavation research. January, the Archaic Central Cast becomes aware of the large-scale industrial accident at a remote mining complex in northwest Greenland. The accident coincides with local reports data over a period of decades concerning abnormal animal behavior and growth, high suicide rates, and unusual events within the mine itself. These reports centralize over a precise location of the mine collapse. Xeno activity suspected and full investigation sanctioned. Purpose to locate and retrieve Xeno evidence and artifacts. Initial personnel. Blah blah blah. After 2 years of construction, shelter is now practically self-sufficient, eliminating many issues surrounding archaic privacy concerns. Okay. Shelter operates with a skeleton crew of research staff supported by a small crew of maintenance and general care personnel. An elevated guest presence of reasonable magnitude is warranted by the potential value of any discoveries, and skilled labor and resource management. Management is outsourced to discreet local villagers. Plans to adapt more than a fraction of the old mining complex to archaic needs have been abandoned, and work is now commencing with an excavation site immediately below the facility. Security level: highest priority according to standard procedure. All documentation concerning the facility was destroyed upon construction. All those that know the facility's existence either work within the facility or are of no great concern. The facility can sustain itself with only minor reliance on local settlements. The facility, for all intents and purposes, does not exist. This presents only minor, harsh, practical annoyances. Findings. Substances 53, 63, and 70, 73. Persona Tardus artifacts 27, now believed to be somehow related to the contents of the recently discovered tomb. Finis Specialist artifacts 10 of no real value, but for some reason a great collectible value to the lower caste. Tomb Gate Tomb. Expenses classified, final status operation. Door ID. Oh, I need to remember. What's the ID? $3061. Is this game related to Amnesia in lore? When they say Xeno stuff, do they mean the same stuff in Amnesia? Or is it completely separate? Stop making noises. I'm examining the bathroom. Not the room I was in. Vents at. I want to play the other Amnesia games. See how it goes. Cryostasis usage policy. The cryostasis facility is a state-of-the-art installation allowing for cryogenic freezing of severely injured personnel. May be resuscitated at a later date. During freezing, users may or may not experience mild hallucination. Okay. Fair usage policy. The following scenarios are considered acceptable cause for the use of a cryostasis facility. Any overseer or elevated cast member critically ill or injured, any lower cast members of the archaic holding vital information is critically ill or injured, any potential patients infected with a non-Terra virus or bacteria provided they have first been deemed non-contagious. Any injured personnel with the following incurable ailments should Enter stasis for later medical research. Cardiomyopathy, glaucoma, polio, diabetes, and halitosis. Never heard of that. Any elevated cast member deemed politically dead should enter stasis for ceremonial purposes. Maintenance period for deceased users to be increased. Pending research benefits of Greenland site, making revival of potential. Forbidden to all non-medical personnel. This time the archaic is unable to staff the facility 24 hours. As a result, heart rate sensitive wristbands have been issued to high priority, high risk personnel. Keep these wristbands with you at all times. They allow automated access to the facility. In the event that the wearer's heart rate indicates high probability of approaching death, lower caste personnel are entitled to an opt-in, opt-out scheme whereby they may choose to sign a coherent consent form where in the event of critical injury they will be entitled to a
Christ, you look worse than the last time I saw you. Though maybe you're just at a higher resolution. Oh, damn it. Note to self, never insult your last hope of survival. I just wanted to give you a word of advice. Those creepy artifacts, we don't know how they work. Or even what they do, I suppose. I saw someone get too close to one once. You probably don't want to know. I'm sure you'll be fine. Probably. I hope. But by the way, if you happen to find yourself in my neck of the woods, I'm kind of trapped. It's no big deal, really. Just throwing it out there.
Oh no, that's hardly true. They're really completely harmless. Go on, it's just like wrapping yourself up in a warm blanket.
Sure. No corrupt. Considered serious chemical transfer. Primate chimpanzee. Chemical temazepam result is expected. Symptoms of relaxation and lethargy. Lysergic acid. LSD? With felines, the chimpanzee shows the ability to cope with a chemical stimulant. I don't know what that is then. Visce somnus. Slows to such a rate that for all intents and purposes appear dead. In truth, heart rate has dropped to incredibly a safe level and the subject recovers soon after. Tetrahydrocannabinol. Weed. Safe in moderation and produces a relaxation effect in the subject. Official regulation on. You're already used to that, bro. Take it, I have.
Your mind space is muddled as a lime. See here. A is for alliteration. B is for bohemian. C is for carcinogenic. So many long words taking up space in my new home. Here, let me do a little spring cleaning. There. You didn't need the periodic table, did you?
I don't think I did, to be honest. Why when I touch it does it say non-human sample? I am human sample. not at this point. It's a toilet. Is on. For myself. I'm a robot. Okay. Say Somnus. Okay.
Damn it! For a moment there, I really thought that might have been curtains.
got some head. Ha! Ha! You're so funny, Bunny. Thank you, Bunny.
How peculiar. I could have sworn we remembered there being a door here before. How queer. What's in that direction? Oh, silly old me. I haven't got any hands to point with, have I?
Now what?
No, not that way. You sure you know where we're going? Didn't we pass the door just back there?
That's ridiculous.
You see? You silly Billy. It was here all along. Would you like Uncle Clarence to take the steering wheel for a while? You should see your face. This is actually gonna be fun. Perhaps I won't get you killed after all.
Finally, I was close to my goal. I was sure answers were behind that door. The answers I should have set up to find when I received my father's letter to Ooh, pretty.
Hey, I can read this. Guess your old buddy Clarence comes through for you again, eh, monkey? Do you want to know what it says? Do ya? Do ya?
No.
I'll bet you do.
No.
I say, can you feel a draft? You don't take the hint, do you? Why don't you set that investigative brain of yours to on for a change? How about a good read? Oh my God, he's dead. Quick, if he hasn't started to smell, give him the kiss of life.
Father is dead. Too many of our sentience conclusions, Howard Mafrask. Since leaving the last bastion of humanity in this place behind, it has become clear that my faith was well placed, my conclusions were correct, and it was only that which has brought me this far. It's taken me some time to make my way through the infected area of the shelter, and with the observations I have made, my prior discovery seems all the more obvious and vital. Infected humans communicate with one another. Similar is simpler communication is observed in infected creatures of all species. At times, the infected seem to coordinate without clear line of sight, telepathy. Despite a catatonic appearance, the infected are quite capable of high-level brain functions. Their problem-solving abilities at times seem to far outstrip those of a healthy human being. When separated, the creatures lose their intelligence, indicating some form of communal or central intelligence. Conclusion: the intelligence displayed is such a level that we can only assume its communal mind is also rational. It is this conclusion that has formed the backbone of my recent endeavors. Though the infected may wander around like mindless, for want of a better word, zombies, they are no more stupid than the worker bee. Automatons, yes, but far from stupid. In short, I believe the central intelligence might somehow be communicated with, bargained with. Communication, however, is most likely impossible once infected, unless there was a way to subdue the infection for long enough to contact the hive. There must be a way to find peace. Today, I commuted with a thumbnail mind. I was correct. It is intelligent beyond our wildest imagination. He told me everything I needed to know. I cannot imagine it. I cannot accept it. God forgive us.
Oh, diddums! Daddy popped his clogs. Bull bleeding who? Get on with it, will ya?
Barely even thought about my father's death. I guess I wasn't expecting to find him any other way. I was determined to complete his work, find an answer to the infection, and then contact the hive. Oh.
I mean, good. Yeah. More monkeys for the incinerator. Shut up.
Strange artifact. Is that a... Oh.
It really is quite amazing. You monkeys and your problem solving. How do you manage it with such small, singular brains? Isn't it terribly quiet not hearing the thoughts of every one of your brothers?
You came! I guess I didn't really expect you to bother. My lab partner's such a pessimist. Was such a pessimist. It kind of rubbed off on me. He tried to make it through to me not too long ago. I guess he's a bit late for the party. You'll have to make a quick detour over the surface next, but be careful. If the cold doesn't kill you, well, let's just say I didn't pick the safest of locales for my last-ditch survival attempt. Okay, good news. Good news. Oh yeah, I think I've got a cure. Well, it's not really what you'd call a cure, but it should be enough to help you. I don't think I'm infected. I was careful, but I guess if you come rescue me and I'm looking at you like you're a roast chicken, I got it wrong. Sorry, that probably wasn't funny, was it? No, I suppose not.
It's fine.
Well, I hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Cures, rescues, saving the world. Also cliche, also ridiculous. Do you really think you're doing the right thing? Your morality is just a lasting stain left behind by religion.
Cure! Can't read the rest.
I'm not actually cold, you understand? I'm just trying to make you feel better. Very inefficient thing, your brain. Gives off lots of heat.
A rock or something, I guess? Or an alternative path? Not going that
Now,
way.
if I were you, which arguably I am, I'd be asking myself in a gormless sort of voice, did that bridge really collapse, or is my good friend Clarence just playing an hilarious jape? The answer, monkey man, is that I don't even know myself. One way to find out. Please, don't get us killed. were you, which arguably I am, I'd be asking myself in a gormless sort of voice, did that bridge really collapse, or is my good friend Clarence just playing an hilarious jape? The answer, monkey man, is that I don't even know myself. One way to find out. Please, don't get us killed.
Wasn't here last time.
wanted to die and we wouldn't let him. You know, he's kind of humming up the place, if you know what I mean. Weird smell. Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna go give you a memory of him a good kicking.
I don't know what to do. we go. Here we go. Ah.
Okay, so, on the to-do list, find this damsel in distress, kill the bad guys, cure infection, save the world. Chances of success? Nil. Chances of survival? Well, you've got old Clarence on board. That should speak for itself. Chances of you buggering things up royally? Almost certain.
You don't know anything about me, Clarence. I'm not the kind that fucks things up. Science Wing A. South exit. Oh, there's a can. Fantastic. first. Why not?
You know, you turning up here is probably the second best thing to happen to me since I've been down here. I'm reserving first place for when we get out. So, I'm not big-headed enough to think you came all the way here just to rescue me. I wasn't lying though, I think I've worked out how to disinfect you. But, you probably saw this coming. It's not quite as simple as all that. I had to engage the failsafe on the research rooms to seal myself in here, and that means we need a key card to get me out.
Fantastic.
One of the personnel, one of the infected ones, tried to get in with a card, but I don't know where it went. Look,
Still a person.
I need you, and, well, if you do get me out, I'll give you the biggest hug of your life.
Christ! Go here, go there, fetch this, rub me a bath. Typical broad, atypical circumstances. You think fate has anything to do with this? Fate is merely the war cry of those too scared to think for themselves.
The Archaic would never ask that employees work longer than the recommended 8-hour shift, but understands that enthusiasm for their work and dedication to the team may often motivate them to do so. Thank you for not letting us down.
Thank you for not letting us down. What you sound like? I expect to see some dogs. I no longer have hammer, pickaxe to fucking bash them, but still.
Dark, isn't it? Echo! 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 Kinda empty. Now this is what it's like to be me, buried deep within the cavernous expanse you call a mind. You see, this is what puts me in such a bad mood. We spend all this time messing about with door codes, levers, human appendages, and it turns out at the blink of an eye, I can just block it all out. Whoosh! Gone. Just you and me on some kind of messed up holiday. You think I can conjure up some margaritas? No? Shall we get the hell out of here, then? Well, it's hardly better, but it is more interesting. Just.
Okay, moving on. This reminds me of The Thing. Boy howdy. Well, dogs confirmed. Seems that these dogs were killed by a zombie dog. And worms. Fun fact, I watched The Thing because of this game, because of Let's Player said the same thing, and I was like, ooh, The Thing, what's that? It's The Thing! What's The Thing? It's The Thing! See assessment as sanctioned by Elof Carpenter. It is a reference to The Thing, it has to be. Because, Carpenter is also the name of the guy who made The Thing. So this has to be a big reference. Subject: Wilbur Frisk, Chief Overseer, Shelter Research Station, Greenland, reported from blah 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 blah. My assessment of Frisk begins today. I have taken up station on his personal as his personal assistant, and my report will run for 6 months. Since taking over control of the facility from Brent Stanperson in 1980, Frisk has turned up precious few results, and I intend to discover why. Having observed Frisk for 2 weeks, it seems my earlier assumptions may have been quite incorrect. Displays passion, efficiency, and above all, commitment to the cause. These qualities are ably demonstrated by his recent discovery of what is being called the Tombgate Tomb at the primary excavation. He has, of course, called for a full-scale investigation. Small-scale epidemic has resulted from the opening of the tomb. This will be a perfect opportunity to fully observe Frisk's ability to deal with high-pressure scenarios. The epidemic has developed beyond all control. There have been many casualties, and it is hard not to highlight Wilbur as the primary cause. Frisk has lost all control. While a number of survivors have fled and others have holed themselves up in the mess hall, Frisk has chosen to lock himself away in the kennels with the remaining dogs for protection. I have no choice but to follow him here in order to complete my report. I've lost sense of time, but Frisk seems to almost be enjoying himself. He's become very close to the canines. Every day he leaves the compound to forage for food in the main base, which is then he finds the animals despite a number of them being infected. Frisk has developed some strange symptoms. He's becoming sensitive to light. The lightest of light scares him away. He's also displaying almost animalistic tendencies. He's been digging out some of the walls and hiding behind them. Further, I suspect he may be sneaking out of the facility at night, possibly even into the mines. Some of the dogs had turned up dead. Oh, he has rabies. I have been observing Frisk for some time now, and I believe I can conclude my report. Frisk displays outstanding efficiency, though I am now forced to call his judgment into doubt. Despite plenty of rations remaining, I believe he may have begun eating the canines. When I woke this morning, there was a corpse lying on the floor beside me. I broke out the flashlight, fearful Frisk may have been savage or taken his own life. As I did so, I could not help but see at the corner of my vision Frisk fleeing back into the shadows. The dead man was Dr. Roberts, a scientist I was sure had escaped into the mines of the first side of the epidemic. He had bite marks on his side and looked to have been dragged some way. In addition, his tongue was missing. I will continue to observe Frisk while taking additional security precautions. Yeah, the spider tongue guy.
Corpses! You lot must be programmed to just search out danger and throw yourselves head first at it. I'm starting to become seriously desensitized here.
Try running. I'll work. Being a light directly at it. Also did not work. Oh, so the game is not bugged. This is supposed to happen. so he... light system. But I need to turn this on. Right? Like, this is on. I go through. Oh, maybe. Here's an idea. Ah. Yeah. Hooked.
Whoa! Blatant corpses! You lot must be programmed to just search out danger and throw yourselves head first at it. I'm starting to become seriously desensitized here. Key cards? I hate key cards. Whatever happened to good old bolts and padlocks? That's what I want to know.
Doing the Wojak grinding. We are good. Audi 5000.
So, wanna let her rock a few more hours, make her really appreciate this daring rescue attempt? Or shall we go let her out now? Make the most of her while she's vulnerable? Huh? Nudge, nudge.
Oh,
wink,
fuck,
wink.
there's a guy.
Eh?
might crash, yeah. Hasn't crashed yet. You can still hear the music, it hasn't crashed. But very possible. Hello? It crashed. Finally crashed. Okay. Well, I think that's a good point to stop today, either way. It's time to eat. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.